Hi everybody, I am here to talk to you about how you can incorporate successful campus-wide blended learning initiatives. And before I begin, I would like to ask you to please hold all of your applause and cash donations until the end of the presentation. We'd like to start by saying that the notion of blending is nothing new to higher education. It's just, in the past, we've been blending different kinds of things, not modes of instruction. So, for example, we're all fairly accustomed to blending city center size budget needs. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Las Vegas or city center, it is this major, massive complex where you can do things like buy an ice cream cone for the cost of a tank of gas. So we're used to blending city center size budget needs with hotel size budgets, and blending a healthy lifestyle with a faculty schedule, and my personal favorite, blending the general notion that our lives have some degree of meaning with this question from an absentee student. Did I miss anything important? And of course I always like to say, thank you so much for asking, because I make a concerted effort to never do anything important in any of my classes, and it's helpful when people like you can stay on top of things. But fortunately, we're here to talk about a more savory blended learning, and how you can make it work on your campus even if you face more financial troubles than Lehman Brothers. Okay, so we're going to begin from the notion that blended learning is a good thing. According to research, it more effectively promotes student learning, it's preferred by students, and allows you to maximize resources through space efficiency. Relative to purely face-to-face classes, you can do more with the same amount of time and the same amount of space. Now, a word of caution. It's not a panacea. Merely blending is not enough. Just because you take one thing that's good and you take another thing that's good and you put them together doesn't mean you're going to wind up with something that's necessarily better. For example, I like Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I like cheeseburgers. I love bacon cheeseburgers. So we got Krispy Kreme donuts, we got bacon cheeseburgers. Just because both of those things are really good doesn't mean that this can ever happen. That is wrong. No matter how you look at it, it's wrong. I wouldn't eat one of those things with my cat's taste buds, okay? Now, how do you do it right? Well, a big part of doing this the right way is to take a strategic approach. In fact, this notion of being strategic is integral to our very conception of blended learning, which here we define as the strategic incorporation of online and face-to-face course elements in a single class. It is to employ in the fabricated but still fairly believable words of a former U.S. president, strategery. Okay, so before we go any further, I want to pause for a few moments to give you a chance to contemplate what you've learned with these quick quiz questions. And you can take these same questions in Web Campus for actual real-world points, but this just gives you some insight into what we'll be looking at. So, first question. At the fabulous Las Vegas City Center, you can buy an ice cream cone for the cost of a tank of gas, about $3, your birthday if you're lucky. No, it's a trick question. No one can actually afford to buy an ice cream cone at City Center. Question 2. Research shows that blended learning approaches are preferred by students, more effectively promote learning outcomes, maximize physical resources, all of the above, A and B, or answer F, F. And question 3, according to the presentation, Krispy Kreme donuts should never be blended with 11 additional Krispy Kreme donuts, hemlock, bacon cheeseburgers, your arteries.